Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come into the room, family. Welcome. Give us a moment. We're going to get started. Family, we want to thank you for joining us today. We're glad that you are here. We're going to get started. This is going to be an impromptu live stream. We got some information, some pertinent information we want to get out. Coasty's in the house first and says, "Hi, H-Town and the family." Welcome, family. Come on in. Come into the room. Thank you, Coasty, for joining us. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is wish everybody a happy new year. We're glad that you are here. 2026 is coming soon, a couple of days. And we want to also thank you for being patient with us when we had Raider HQ in the house, Raider HQ after dark. And we appreciate the information he gave. We separated it out to a separate video. So for those of you that are here, if you want to watch that video, you're going to have to watch it separately. We edited the other video just to deal with the topic that we had that night. So thank y'all for your patience on that. And I appreciate Raider for coming in and, giving out the information, chopping it up with us. And we glad that y'all was here. So y'all was able to enjoy that. Family, as you come into the room, can you smash that like button? We appreciate it. Smash that like button. So let's get ready. We're going to get on topic here. Get ready. Thank you for your patience. So let us get started. Thank you for everything. And the topic, we're going to get on topic. The topic for tonight is, why did Tim Sheehy say that his gunshot wound was self-inflicted at Glacier National Park? We're not just rehashing what we talked about. We actually have new information. This case involves a lot of deception, a lot of information, a lot of angles. And we have Betty Bops in the house. She says, "H-Town, good evening. Hope you had an amazing day." I did. Then we have Coasty in here say, "Happy New Year, family." Betty Bops says, "What?" She say Coasty, and Coasty say Betty Bops. Family, y'all starting to move in there. I know this is an impromptu live stream, but thank you. As we said, yes, indeed. Matter of fact, in a little bit, I'll play the New Year's thing again. But here we saying, why did Tim Sheehy say that his gunshot wound was self-inflicted at Glacier National Park? Because remember, he received his Purple Heart before that. Why did he just say the wound was from his Purple Heart that he received. We're going to talk about it. Why would he just suppose he make up a lie? H-Town, I was wondering when you were coming on tonight. Yeah, I got the time kind of mixed up, so I do apologize. Thank you for being concerned. Now, what we have here, family, what we're going to talk about, we're trying to find out. We're going to clarify it tonight. We're going to answer the question that we said, and we're going to see, was his service distinguished service or stolen valor? Okay. Now, he said that he was wounded by a gunshot while he was in Afghanistan in 2012. And on his Purple Heart award, it says it was on April the 25th, 2012. He received the Purple Heart and I think a Bronze Star, I believe, but I'm sure it's the Purple Heart on 3 years later, on June the 15th, 2015. But the ceremony was about a month or so later, but the actual date was on June that he was given that. And that was kind of confusing because apparently he didn't tell nobody that he had the gunshot injury. Here's the trick bag to it. He told several lies. They're saying he got this for the IED explosion that he say he witnessed, but he didn't say he was a part of. Now he's saying that it knocked him unconscious. Huh? He had a lot of stories. But they won't show you the information that he got, that he used to get the Purple Heart. They're just telling us this. Now, then, and this should be a warning to all senators, congressmen that attempt to attack veterans, do things to harm our benefits, to be hypocritical and fatten your pockets while you try to skim our benefits from us. That I want you to be on notice that we're not tolerating it anymore. We're not going to sit back and let you fatten your pockets while we get mistreated. Now, guess who's in the house tonight? We're going to give it a moment here. We got our sister, Bionic Woman, says, good evening, Mr. H-Town vet and veteran family. Hope everyone enjoyed the holidays and welcome to all new subscribers. Yes, we've got about 4 or 5 in the last few days. I lost a couple, then gained several more. And family, we thank you. Everybody saying hi to Coast, Bionic Woman. And then Betty Bob, Coasty said it, and then Betty Bob said it. And we're glad you're here. Those that are watching or sitting back, those that are participating, if you're new to the channel, there is a 5-day wait. You have to be subscribed for 5 days in order to chat. That's to keep down trolling issues. Now, let's continue. After he received that Purple Heart, 4 months later, there was an unlawful shooting at Glacier Park in Montana. It's a national park in October. Now, he received the Purple Heart June of 2015. The discharge of his weapon was on October the 18th, 2015, a few months later. And I got a theory on why that happened. All right. Now, after that, everything was stalemate. It was quiet because it was all brushed under the rug. We're going to talk about the details in more detail, to be honest with you. Then when he ran for the Senate last year, he did an interview with, of all people, the Washington Post. And guess what? He couldn't help himself. He had to say that I was shot in the arm in Afghanistan in 2012 when he was over there. But they saying now that he got the Purple Heart for the AID explosion that gave him traumatic brain injury. But there's no, he won't produce any report saying that he has TBI. So when they had already done their research. Be careful when you go to news organizations, because they'll catch you in a lie and then expose you. Then they went right and asked him, "Oh, you got a Purple Heart for a shot, but didn't you get a gunshot?" He say, "Oh, he mentioned I got a bullet in my arm right now." He's trying to impress them. They say, "But didn't you get that from Glacier Park, where you shot yourself in the arm?" He was shocked that they knew that. He said, "I lied." And he eventually came on, and that's what you see, the inconsistency in the shootings, and said that's what on April the 6th, 2024, last year, he admitted that he lied when he was running for Congress. So family, these are the people criticizing our benefits, saying what we shouldn't get, this particular person here. And we slow roasted all of them. Now, that's the part. See, we going into detail here, family. See, we want to deal with these people. See, one thing, we're here to help you get your benefits. My good friend got his 100% today. Shout out to you, my brother. Matter of fact, see, can I, yes, it gets confusing. This story gets more confusing, doesn't it? We're going to break it all down. We got an article that's going to clarify. So when he was, one thing we do know, that he was shot, and it was a 45 caliber round, right, in his forearm. So how in the world would he hide that? If you out in the desert, you're going to roll your sleeves up. When he was getting the Purple Heart 3 months earlier, he had a sleeve up. Was there any bullet wound there? Come on now. We're going to clear it up today. We got the right article to do it. Look, I believe he was trying to improve his resume. All right, he started talking diarrhea at the mouth because he was trying to become a senator. Okay? He gave two lies, at least two lies here. The only thing true on this paper with his resume is, yes, thank you. That's my good friend in Virginia. Yes, he got his 100%. He was 80%. We're going to tell him congratulations. Sergeant Major H, thank you. God bless you. And only one thing on this here is true. He was running for Congress. Yeah, see, everybody saying congratulations. Yes, indeed. And I believe he's permanent total. He hadn't received the paperwork yet. They just had, you know how they put something in your account. He said, "Hey, what's all this?" And they told him that that's what was the case. He found out by calling about his finances. Now, the only thing true is that he was a former Navy SEAL. Purple Heart recipient under suspicious circumstances. Wealthy businessman. From what the reports say, his business was struggling. That's why he wanted to become a senator. Remember, when they go into Congress, almost all of them come out a millionaire. Am I lying? Sergeant Major, yes, thank you so much. And let me see, can I share this with him? Give me a second. Give me a second. Thank y'all so much. Get my friend on here. So I can find this. Oh, I know I have to pull this up first. Fam, you know how it is when you're already on something. So let me see. I'm gonna pull this up. All right. I gotta pull it up. I'm gonna be sharing it with you. I'm gonna, yes, smash that like button, family. Smash that like button. We would appreciate it. All right, I just sent it to him. Hopefully he'll get on that. Let me see. Hold on. Oh Lord. This thing, I can't stand these computers. And they put me on somebody else's channel. All right, let me smash that like button on that. So fam, let us get going here. So now this is what we're saying so far. We know that he was a former Navy SEAL. We know that he received the Purple Heart. We don't know if he earned it. We also know that he was a businessman, some firefighting thing they had, but reports were that he was struggling with it. But they were putting him out as a wealthy businessman. Now, Washington Post is known to put out fake news, especially when it comes to us veterans. So we have to really consider, were they kind of dirtying his name up? Let's get into it, family. Now, this is my theory. I'm gonna put my theory into practice based on the information that we have, okay? Let's go. I got an idea what his motive was, okay? H-Town is the detective, right? True crime. Let's get this done. Number one, what was his motives? All right. In my opinion, the reason that he was running for Congress, he was willing to do all these cover-ups, is because he saw himself or wanted to see himself bigger than what he was. And I believe his other motives was greed because of his financial situation. Many of these guys that come back as Medal of Honor winners, they don't actually have much, or come back as Special Forces Purple Heart winners. That don't really translate into much. And they may not have the business wherewithal, not all of them. Some may have it, all of them. And many of them end up having contracts with the federal government. So I believe greed was his motive. Now, family, should I pull up the clip first? I'm thinking we're going to read the article and then we'll go through it. Now, family, we're about to get into this thing. We're about to show you what it's all about. Mother Jones did a very detailed, because Brother Coasty said a very detailed article. We're going to read most of it because they got it clear. And we're going to talk about this thing. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, family. Let me make sure I got that music off, and I'm going to read the information. So be patient with us, but you're going to get a more clear understanding of what's going on here. All right. I'm going to read this article. Be patient. We'll get back to your comments once we get through with this. Now, what it says is Mother Jones says, and this was written by the reporter Noah Leonard, okay? He says, the curious case of Tim Sheehy gunshot wound. The Montana senator candidate, remember he hadn't become senator yet. The Montana senator candidate once claimed he accidentally shot himself. Now he says he didn't. He won't release his records. That will settle the question. He won't release the records, and that's the arm where he say he got shot in. Now, where there appears to be a bullet lodged in Tim Sheehy's right arm, that is not in dispute. But how and when it got there, let me make this bigger where I can see, fam. Give me a second. That ain't helping nothing. Give me a little something. I got to make it a little bigger. Let me see here. May need to come up closer. But how and when it got there has become the subject of an ongoing mystery that has dodged the campaign of the former Navy SEAL challenging Senator John Tesser, a Democrat from Montana, and one of this election cycle's most high-stake races. The question of how Sheehy was shot first came up last spring in a Washington Post expose by Liz Goodwin, who reported that Sheehy had said on the campaign trail he had a bullet stuck in his right arm from his time serving in Afghanistan. Now, that's a small statement, but guess what? He's kept talking about it. It's almost like braggadocious to use it as part of his resume to become a what? Senator. The problem was that Sheehy had told a national park ranger in 2015 that the bullet wound in his arm came from him accidentally shooting himself with a Colt 45 while in Glacier National Park. We're going to get to all that. We got more documentation. We even have his statement that he wrote out in his own handwriting. So when this park ranger is looking at this, remember, a park ranger is a federal officer and they can arrest you and all that good stuff. They are law enforcement. So he's sitting home like, what's this guy lying about? 9 years later, when confronted with these incompatible stories, Sheehy told the Post that his original story was a lie designed to protect former platoon mates who may have shot him in a friendly fire incident in Afghanistan in 2012. See, remember at one time he said it was who? One time he said it was the Afghan trainees. Now he was saying, at this time he was saying that it was his fellow SEAL team members. Sheehy said that in reality, he ended up in the emergency room in 2015 after falling on a hike. Talking about in the national park. A park ranger in this version of the story was summoned to the hospital because Sheehy told the staff there that he had a bullet in his arm. Oh boy. Sheehy account should be easy to substantiate. Medical records would presumably show whether he arrived at the hospital with a fresh bullet wound or an injury sustained from a fall. The medical professionals who treated him could potentially recall what happened, potentially, but he wouldn't release his records. A family member who was with him that day could back up his story. But Sheehy has not released records or made available any witnesses of the 2015 incident who could back up his version of events. Okay? Now remember, he's with his wife and children, had a loose weapon in the vehicle where the kids could have got access to it and hurt themselves. Now, at this time last year, he was 38. He might be about 39 or 40 now. Sheehy, 38, is a first-time candidate who, until recently, ran a wildfire firefighting company that is struggling financially. He said his business was doing good, right? He has been endorsed by Donald Trump and was seen as a top recruit by Senate Republicans. His background as a millennial former SEAL, Purple Heart recipient, and wealthy businessman. How can you be a wealthy businessman if you're financially struggling? Who was largely free of MAGA baggage, was seen as a perfect for taking on Tesser, which was the Democrat, who was first elected in 2006. Polls showed, okay, we ain't gonna worry about that. Let's go back to the records to the next paragraph. In terms of medical records, the Sheehy campaign only shared an x-ray with the Post that it provided on the condition that the image not be published. So they want to show it to them, but they won't publish it when they went it back in last year in 2024. Huh? Say, we'll show it to you, but you can't publish it. Doctors who reviewed it for the paper concluded that it does not provide strong support for Sheehy's story that a friendly ricochet bullet hit him in Afghanistan. I got a feeling that there was a fresh wound. All right, they talk about that. Now listen what I'm down here now. Sheehy campaign told the Post back in April that he had requested medical records from the hospital visit, but had not yet been able to obtain them. So, he's stalling them, right? You think he ever gonna give them to him? No. Talking about the hospital right out a few hours outside of the national park. Later that month, the campaign declined to comment about the status of the request and referred the paper to Sheehy's lawyer in his law firm. The statement Watkins, the law firm, provided claimed that the release report collaborate the information we has provided, and they confirmed, whatever, that his counter does not. Okay. Let's see. I ain't worried about what's in favor. Ain't nothing in favor of them. Let me see. We're going to go down here. We're going to start right here. Another problem for Sheehy is the length he went to substantiate his original story in 2015. As the Post reported in its April follow-up, Sheehy had wrote and signed a detailed statement that explained how he shot himself. Huh? Now, family. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna read it from here. I'm gonna read the actual thing. Let me see what we got here. Okay, so. And they're talking about, as the Post noted, lying to a park ranger is a crime. So he committed a crime, although the statute of limitations has now expired. How convenient. Huh? It ain't that people not committing crimes. They're not being prosecuted for them. And this is a sitting senator that took a weapon into a national park, discharged it, and got a slap on the wrist. And at putting his family at risk. If it wasn't him or somebody else with him that did it. Now, family, you go over to Mother Jones, you can see the whole thing. We're going to get back to the slideshow. I hope that helped clear up some things. Hope that was helpful somewhat. Now, let's see what y'all got here. Then we have Brother Charleston say, evening family, H-Town, messing with my senior day. I'm sorry. Figuring, what does they say for quiet sheet? He's confusing me. Sorry about that. Now, we're going to get back to it. Everybody show love to Charleston. We got 7 watching, 7 likes. Family, come on, let's get into this. Now, as we said, H-Town, the question that we have, and we want to get to it right, is we're trying to understand, because when he comes back up for being voted in, we may not be able to stop him from being voted in, but we can make sure that his lies stand with him. You understand? That he stand by his lies, because he's attacking our benefits. He's saying what we shouldn't get. He's tired of the veteran victim culture. Well, we're tired of the Navy SEAL liar. Now, distinguished service of stolen valor. Say he injured himself in 2012. That's the first thing. Then he received a Purple Heart in June of 2015, 3 years later. Then 4 months after that, October 2015, he had an incident, unlawful shooting, and 1 minute he say he shot himself, next minute he say he fell down and injured himself. And then the inconsistency dealing with the news kicked off by the Washington Post. Now, let's get into it, family. We know that it was a .45 caliber that shot him in the arm from what he was selling before he changed his story. He said he had it up there for bear, he had in the car to protect them from bears. Now listen to this here. How can you have a weapon in the car? So he left and walked with his family on the trail, came back putting his stuff up, and the weapon was in the vehicle. He had left it there, and it fell out and shot him. His first account. Well, how it gonna protect you from a bear while you're walking if you got it in your vehicle? Does that make sense? And he says he's a wealthy businessman, but the things say he's struggling financially. He was before he became senator. Let's talk about it. Fake news, we don't know. Washington Post does. Now here's H-Town. We're going back over what my practical theory is. What my investigations and my theory. Betty Boss was saying it's probably the wife, which is possible. I got another thing I want to say is possible. And y'all let me know how you feel about it. Number one, his motives. I think greed was his motive because it's struggling business. And also he likes to think of himself more than what he is. Some people would say power. I don't know if power is his thing. You know why? Because when he gets around people, he's not in command. He talks like a doofus. He looks for approval from people. He looks socially awkward to me. He don't seem like a leader. Now, every time he go places, what did he say? Timmy's war stories all the time. This is what got him in the bind. I am a combat veteran. My wife is a combat veteran. I am a Purple Heart recipient. So he talked so much until he put his foot in his mouth. Okay? Little Timmy been telling tall tales. And that debt. That was another thing. So couldn't keep his mouth closed, and his debt. So he was desperate to become a senator, in my opinion. In that he was willing to say anything. And one thing people like to hear, war hero stories and how brave he is. And he's a younger man. So he could be in Senate for a long time running on that. It makes me wonder, in the past, a whole bunch of these people that say that they're combat veterans, the older ones, I'm going back all the way to World War II. I'm wondering were they padding their own stuff to get there? Some is documented. Some, I wonder. In debt. And he was looking for a new job opportunity as a senator, given the fact that his firefighting business was struggling. Okay? So he run for election. So he want to boost that resume. He want his resume to be seen over everybody else's while he's running for office, right? Tesser, his opponent, was not a combat veteran or a veteran, but he was. But he had a lot of lies and deception and stuff. So he wanted to stand out. I'm a veteran. So Tesser couldn't stand against that, because if he attack a veteran, then that makes him look bad. So they went after his saying all the discrepancies. Number two, the confidential nature of being a Navy SEAL, of being in some type of so-called, what do we call it? Secret missions. Well, they ain't so secret. They run their mouth all the time, don't they? They can't stop talking, many of them, at least some of them, about how much of a bad A they are and what they did and where they was at. But when you ask them specific information, how it happened, oh, it's confidential. That sounds hypocritical. Huh? I thought you, this big war hero you bragging about. But when somebody asks you specifics, how did you this and how that? Now they say, shh. You gotta watch. I can't tell you about my mission. But you've been bragging about how you had the biggest and the baddest gun. You blew this up and you did that, and you're a combat veteran, and we not combat veterans, and you served overseas. We didn't serve overseas. Your MOS, and we don't really know what his MOS. He could have been, because they have, as we said last time, paper pushers that are in the Navy SEALs. Everybody don't do the same job. Now, it's in the right arm. We got a left one here. But if somebody gets, while they're in service, gets an injury, we're going to talk about the injury now, in their right arm or left arm, you can't really function like that, especially the weapons that they use in the military are meant to damage bodies. They're designed for being very destructive to the human body. But he didn't, nobody saw it, and he walked around for the rest of his military career without anybody noticing it. No bandages, no treatment, huh? So this man is saying he didn't get no stitches, so people would have saw that, and they can get infected. He got no medical treatment on his arm for this bullet wound while he was in Afghanistan. He got no medical treatment at all. No bandages, no stitches. Number four, well, I'm going to tell you what I believe his plan to be. Okay? The plan, I believe that he got the what? He got the Purple Heart 3 or 4 months prior. This is my hypothesis or my theory, that he didn't have no bullet wound, and he knew people would be asking about one. So he went to the most remote place he could go, a national park, and he shot himself. You say, but he'd have to go to the hospital. Yes, he would have to go to the hospital, but the records would be private. Okay, you listening? He went to the national park. I think his plan was to have a self-inflicted wound in the same area he claimed his Purple Heart. You say, but did they evaluate him? No, nobody knew. When they gave him that Purple Heart 3 months, 4 months earlier, I don't think they evaluated him all. They gave it based on his word alone. How crazy does that sound? Because if they had gave it based on the wound on his arm, he would have done what? He would have told them, he would have told the park ranger, oh, this happened. I just got a Purple Heart for this 4 months ago. I can show you. This is not that wound. Now, his plan was to do a self-inflicted wound, injury that would justify the Purple Heart that he already received, already got, and then the medical records defense. my medical records are private. You can't see them. So he said, hold on, just like now, he ain't providing no medical records. And they don't want to charge him with a crime. They've been giving him a slap on the wrist, right? But he messed up. You know where he messed up? We're going to talk about it. He went in first. He went on in. He got a shot in the national park, Glacier. He walked in, went to the emergency room. I think it was a few hours away. Didn't go to nobody else, went straight there. Him and his family. And he could keep his medical records private because he didn't go to a VA, because those records can be pulled, especially when they're trying to check on your disability. They're going to want to know when you got that injury. Number 5, the domino effect, something that did when he fired that weapon. That's where he didn't think nobody would hear it. Come on now. He fired a weapon. When he fired it, it had a domino effect. He fired that weapon in the park, and somebody heard it, and they reported it to dispatch. Huh? He wasn't planning for this. Remember, he's a liar, so he don't think things through. He think he's smarter, and the fact that he hasn't never really been punished for all the wrong that he does, he thought he could get away with it. He didn't know that this would be the issue. Dispatch. Somebody calls that weapons fired in the national park, Glacier. The park ranger was notified. He got a call. The park ranger, Mr. Kim is a male, got a call from the hospital about Mr. Timmy telling them, hey, I do have a bullet in my arm. So they had to report it to the ranger because he said he was on Glacier Park. Come on now. So the hospital contacted the rangers, and the rangers came on there. He went 2 hours away from the park to make sure he was nowhere close to the park, but they still called the park. Bingo. Game changer. Because he did not expect, he expected to be contained inside his medical records private, but all bullet wounds must be reported to the proper authorities, law enforcement, and park rangers are law enforcement. They can arrest you, all that. Number 6, he was caught off guard. He wasn't expecting it. He's so smart. He thought he knew so much. Now, this is where he gets all jittery. He get there and start telling them, well, yeah, I shot myself in the arm and you know, this and that. This back in 2015 now. He had already got the Purple Heart 4 months earlier, but now they're trying to say they won't be clear if it was for. Now they're not saying it's clear that it was for the gunshot wound. They saying it's for him being an IED explosion. So he's saying, time for the truth. So he said, I shot myself. How do we know he did that? Bingo. Here's his statement. H-Town gonna break it down. So he wrote a statement when the park ranger came in there. He wrote a statement. This Mr. Combat Timmy, Tiny Tim. He wrote a statement saying, upon finishing, look where it says, it's got his name at the top. I, Timothy P. Sheehy, do voluntarily give the following statement regarding accidental firearm discharge at Glacier National Park. He's saying this here. And he said it occurred the 18th of October at about 1300 hours. What's 1300 hours, family? Remind us. Y'all let me know if y'all still remember your military time. Logan Pass. Let us know, family. Now, this is the description he had given here. Upon finishing our hike at Logan's Pass while reloading our vehicle. An improper placed firearm kept in the vehicle for bear protection. So he got in the vehicle for bear protection. If you're in the vehicle, you don't need it. You don't supposed to have it out there anyway. You should have that firearm while you're walking, if that's what you bought it for. Kept in the vehicle for bear protection, fell out and discharged into my right forearm, the same forearm that he said was injured in Afghanistan. After ensuring all he wanted to say personnel, I guess all personnel and property in the immediate vicinity were unharmed. Wow, is that the way to talk about your wife and kids? Family, what's going on here? Let me see. I'm gonna read off the chart over here. What y'all? Okay, church lady. Bionic woman say that's 1 p.m. Okay, 1 o'clock. Okay, 1 o'clock p.m. Okay. Brother Charleston says, Betty Box look familiar statement. Looks like a Navy log entry. Wow. Come on now. So he said he made sure all personnel and property. Wow. He worried about the property when he got children with him, his family, his wife in the immediate vicinity were unharmed. How you know they're unharmed? They traumatized from what you did and unable to find a park ranger in the area. We immediately proceeded to cast a spell, emergency room. We fully cooperated with Ranger. They got his name blocked out. He called the ER and agreed. I think he called the ER and agreed to pay the $500 fine before leaving the hospital. What's really going on? Come on now. This is statement. This is handwriting. And what did he say on the tell me what he said when he was talking to Megyn Kelly. He say the park ranger, they were lying. This is what he did 9 years early. He said it was all a lie, and he let her say that too. Come on, fam. Is this hypocritical or not? Now, this is what the park ranger said. Are you following me? I don't know why I put that pistol up there. I'm sorry. That's supposed to be the ranger station. Forgot to take that off. Here we go. This is the summary of the ranger. We learned first name is Kim. It's a man. Ranger Kim said, on October 18, 2015, at approximately 1300 hours, which is 1 p.m., all right, park hours, visitor Tim P. Sheehy had an accidental discharge of his Colt 45 revolver. Remember one time they talking about it was a shotgun. Remember that? The weapon discharge resulted in Sheehy sustaining a gunshot wound to his right forearm. Come on, we got brother J. Oliver in here. Much love, J. Oliver. I can't do nothing with y'all text right now because I've got this full screen so I can see it. Now, Sheehy, this is the park ranger's report. Sheehy told me the gun was on top of a pile of gear in the back of their SUV. How can you have your wife and your children in the car and you just got it sitting on a pile? Navy SEAL, that's not smart. When it slid off the pile and hit the ground and fired, I thought they have safety mechanisms on these firearms. After the gun going off, Sheehy, and I guess that's his wife, examined no one else in the area was injured and drove to the hospital. How do you know? Sheehy said he was well aware of the other possible outcomes of a weapon firing accidentally. We don't know if it's accidental. He was traveling with whoever. He also stated he had been shot before. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Sheehy is a combat veteran. Oh, God. He told the park ranger, you know I'm a combat veteran. You know I'm a combat veteran, right? You know my wife's a combat veteran, right? You know my kids are combat veteran. Even my dog is a combat veteran. Oh, God. Are you really? Oh, and he tried to impress him and was a member of the U.S. Navy SEAL. He been using that to get out of jail free card all the time. You don't want to put a Navy SEAL in jail. He got real low with it too, because he didn't want them he didn't want to get charged because he said it would mess up his security clearance with the government grants that he get. Did you know that? He getting them too. During the investigation, Sheehy was fully cooperative and upfront about the incident. He was charged with discharging a firearm 2.4A 1-3 with Glacier National Park. Sheehy paid the collateral amount of $525 without quorum. So he went on and paid it. Huh? Come on, family. What's really going on here? I'm gonna pull y'all stuff up here in a minute. Let's see what I get. Number 7, he got, why is this an issue? Because he get too many passes. Now I can give y'all, let me read your stuff here. Better about say, Charleston, 100% perfect, making false information a lie, big fat liar. J. Oliver say, hi, family. Yes, indeed. We're so happy. Hello, family. We're glad to have you at J. Oliver. Betty Bob says, J. Oliver, you. Betty Bob say, J. Oliver, hello, J. Oliver. Now, and everybody's speaking to J. Oliver. Now, listen to what Brother Charleston say. Looks like a Navy Colt, a thought, though, single action were 36 caliber. I was wondering, because they have a Navy Colt, and I almost put it up on the screen because that's what it was kind of leading to. There was possibly a Navy Colt, but I couldn't confirm it. Do officers get Navy Coats? Now we're going to talk about the last thing, his VIP status. See, he was able, they gave him the ticket. Here's the ticket. He signed it and everything, paid the money, his name on it, discharging the firearm, and they gave him, it was a $500 ticket with $25 processing fee. I can't stand those processing fees. Wait a minute. Wait, time out. Why did he not get any criminal charges? Now they say the statute of limitations are too late. Why wasn't he charged then? Do you think that if you, let me ask you this here, if you, each individual, let me know, was in a national park and you discharged a weapon with other people around and you injured yourself, would they just give you a fine? Or do you think that you would get some type of reprimand? Huh? Let us know. Would you get prosecuted? Lisa, oh, here we go. What are some of the things that they would do? One, federal regulation. This is dealing with, remember, yes, lying to a park ranger can be a crime, can be, as they are law enforcement officers with authority to enforce federal and state regulations. Providing false information can lead to fines, citations, misdemeanors, or even More serious charges depending on the situation, intent, and jurisdiction, other falling under law against obstructing and providing false information to an officer. He admit later that he lied. He should at least been charged with that. Here's the regulations right here, 6 CFR 261.3. And then they have even the state law. All right. Look, you can get fines and jail time. It can be a felony. And they should have banned them. Do you think they banned them from the park? Come on now. Jail will say, if you shoot someone by mistake while hunting, in most states, it's a $500 fine. Dick Cheney shot a friend hunting. Yeah, he shot him all right. I got a theory on that one. I think that guy was that was Dick Cheney's friend. They were turkey hunting. It's difficult to hunt turkeys because they're very deceptive. They'll be walking around the tree while you're on the other side. But he might have been joking about that man's daughter being, being on the LGBT side of the game. And Dick Cheney got mad and put a little lead in him, hypothetically speaking. He was mad. He had buckshot in the face, man. Was that a crime scene? Should he went to jail? Should he have to pay a fine? Let us know. If you think he should have got the senator, he's now a senator. If he should have got jail time, put bars in the chat. If he should have to pay a fine, put the word fine in the chat. Or put prison bars in the chat if you think he should have went to jail. Because remember, at the park, you're not supposed to have firearms anyway. So if he was afraid of bears, he's in Montana all his life. So he gets to break the rules. And the lies, another thing is, don't add up, he lies all the time. You can't trust nothing he say. He lied to a federal agent. And you know what he told him? He didn't want to lose his security clearance because that would have messed with his federal grants and all that stuff. He should have lost it because he's arrogant. Because they allowed him to get away with all this stuff, falling back, I was a Navy SEAL. I was a Navy SEAL. Oh God, he just former Navy SEAL. Combat veteran. My wife combat veteran. But he said we shouldn't be professional veterans. Just a bunch of lies. Now, what do y'all say? Put the $ if you think he should pay a fine. Put a word prison or prison bars emoji if you think he should go to prison. If both, put the $ and prison bars or the word prison. Let us know. So what do you think? Do you think that he got vet injury from Afghanistan, that bullet wound, or did he get it in Glacier National Park? So if you think he got it in Afghanistan, just put combat. If you think he got it in combat. If you think he got it in the park, put the word park. Now look, lying to a female park ranger was his mistake. Somebody say, Java say, dollars, bars, but not cheer bars. Man, y'all something else. So I hope we dealt with it tonight. Remember what he thinks of us. I want y'all to remember this liar, admitted liar. He admits that he's a liar. Said, this is what he's sick of. He said, I'm sick of veteran victim culture. He considered us getting VA disability as veteran victim culture. But I remember the gospel group, the Williams brothers, say, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. And only because you got in our business. that we putting you out on Front Street. He feels like he's in a superior position as a combat veteran. I think he just feels like he's superior anyway. Well, Betty Bob say money and 20-year minimum. He say, but he couldn't complete the mission in jail. Well, he gonna have a new mission in prison, huh? He gonna be holding somebody's pocket while he walk around. The dude looks soft to me. Oh boy. Yeah, he think he's a cut above us. He says such thing as we're professional veterans. You shouldn't reward people for being broken. That's familiar. Mission, career, not free stuff. He say not even free S. He say they shouldn't give us blankets, talking about the homeless, or inserts for your shoes. Then Shipmate Betty is rough. Yes, indeed. 20 years. He gonna go in there with his name Timmy, gonna come out with his name Tammy. Oh Lord, don't do him that bad. Now, Carter's kisses. Okay. Carter's kisses. Okay. Yes, indeed. Did I drag him too much? We had to put him down. The problem I got, he gonna be going to Senate hearings, talking this garbage behind the doors, and he's doing it out open. We got to make an example so when any other congressman or senator want to stick their head up, because they've been looking for one that had the credentials that they could use as a mouthpiece to put us down. You can't say nothing because he's a combat veteran. You can't say nothing because he's an officer. You can't say nothing because he's special forces. Nah, he no. You all fascinated by that, not us. That we're not worried about that. If he don't respect us as veterans, he don't have respect among the veterans. He have to come around us for that. But they separate themselves, many people. Fair use, family. Family, so thank you. We getting right through it. We almost at the end. We're not going to be here long tonight. We've been here for about an hour, and I thank y'all for your patience. Now listen what he says. J. Oliver say, he said, we, when speaking of granting benefits to veterans. Yeah, it's we when he getting something out of it. It's you when he ain't getting nothing out of it. He talks about I'm this and I'm that until it's time to knock off some benefits. Very simplistic, man. And let me see. Give me a second here. I want to show a short video. We're gonna go on through, get ready, and see if I have any comments. We're gonna close it out. We ain't gonna keep you long, but I want to get in here and let's see. All right. All right. I don't know where this at. Let's see. Can I fair use, family, fair use? Let me see. Can I share my screen? And I appreciate your patience. All right. Give me a second. I got to pause it here a second. All right, family. Let me get this here. Fair use, family. This is for education and informative purposes only. Fair use. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's listen to this clip. Short clip, about a minute, a little over a minute. So let me make sure I have the music off. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear. Put speakers in the chat.
In a new Washington Post report, Montana Republican Senate candidate Tim Sheehy claims he lied to a park ranger about how he received a bullet wound. Back in 2015, Sheehy was cited for illegally discharging a weapon in Glacier National Park after telling the ranger he accidentally shot himself in the right arm when his Colt .45 revolver fell and discharged. But over the weekend, he told a Post reporter he did not shoot himself, but rather fell and hurt himself on a hike involving a trip to the emergency room. Now, when the bullet wound was discovered, Sheehy said he made up the story about the gun going off to protect himself and his former platoon mates from facing a potential military investigation into an old bullet wound that he said he got in Afghanistan.
So he never got investigated. Because you know that they remember I showed y'all a video when they took some, when you out the military, they can put you back on active duty and prosecute you. You heard what I said? Ain't nothing happened to him. Just lie, lie, lie.
In 2012, Sheehy says he did not know for certain whether the wound was the result of friendly fire or from enemy ammunition and never reported the incident.
Now he's saying, first he say friendly fire, meaning it was either his SEAL team members or it was some of the Afghans they trained. Now he's saying he don't know if the enemy shot him. This man keeps making up lies.
To his superiors. The ranger says Sheehy showed him the weapon and recalls the firearm was in a holster in Sheehy's vehicle, fully loaded except for one missing bullet. Vote Vets, a progressive veterans group, says it's, quote, deeply troubled that a fellow veteran may have misrepresented aspects of their service while trying to win a political campaign.
Now, I respect that. Vote Vets said they didn't like that, but he still got elected. How y'all feel about a veteran misrepresenting themselves to win political office, to win favor among other veterans? If I'm sitting in here and I'm telling y'all, yeah, H-Town, yeah, I was stationed in Germany and I went on, let's just say I lied about something frivolous like that, and y'all find out that I wasn't ever stationed in Germany and I was a liar. How would that affect y'all in the way y'all view me if I lie about something like that? Let us know. How do you feel about veterans that lie about their service? Let us know, fam. And I hope we covered it right. So here it says, why did Tim Sheehy say that his gunshot wound was self-inflicted at Glacier National Park? Oh, that's what we want to know. Is this stolen valor? Is this stolen valor, family? Or is it honorable service? Let us know. I think he said it was self-inflicted because he was caught off guard. He lied so much. That's it. Because we got it here. Where is Dougie at? Hold on. I guess I ain't got it. Let me pull up over here because I have it up here. There we go. Now, is it stolen at the top? Is it extinguished service or stolen valor? Charleston say stolen valor. Jay Oliver says no honor, no integrity. Some of the things he say, what if 60% of what he says is the truth? Would you take that as a positive? Big Blue 50 says some things as stolen valor. Okay, some of it. Java say stolen valor. Then Betty Bob say stolen valor. Fam, are we being too harsh to the senator? Are we mad because he got an opinion on what should happen to our benefits? Do you think we retaliating too much? How should we deal with congressmen and senators that speak against us the way this and misrepresent us? And I really want to know where Doug is. Where is the Secretary of the VA Doug Collins when we taking all these body blows. He only come out when they attack him. When the Washington Post criticize him, he all out. He ready to swing. Huh? Now listen what Jal say. Stolen valor. He may have got hit by hot brass in a X-Field vehicle. What is that? In a what kind of vehicle? X-Field vehicle. Tell me, is that a civilian vehicle or a military vehicle? Let us know, family. See, we kept it short tonight. We're going to try to keep them short. If you have any issues of self-harm, this man supposedly shot himself. If you have any feelings of self-harm and you need someone to talk to, please call the crisis line, dial 988. And they're there to help veterans, you know, need things like that. Smash that like button, family. If this information has been informative. Share with others. We would appreciate it if you do so. And subscribe. We're not going to do VA law tonight. We're going to keep it short. No veteran news. Should we do some veteran news? Yeah, we got to do a little veteran news because y'all gave me a few articles. So thank y'all for being so incredible, so kind. We got to go over a couple of things here. All right, we got to do the veteran news tonight. Thank you for being here. Let me see. We're going to do one per person. We're going to start off with our brother, Charleston, if I get this thing up right. Let's see. If I see if it comes up. Let's see. I can't. I'm gonna have to pull it up next time. This is dealing with what our brother gave us. Brother Charleston gave us on a message about harassment at the VA and being harassed, period. Because remember our sister was saying, let me see if I can at least pull the brochure up. Okay, let's see. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. Let's pull this over here. Let me see what I can pull up here. Thank you. What do y'all have here? Betty Bob said we have 11 likes and 10 watching. Thank you, family, for being so supportive. Then we have Jalva say, X-Field, we're leaving an active zone and it's an armored vehicle, okay, used to evacuate forces as the fire and leave, okay. Now, Coastie said, how did he get the Purple Heart if he didn't tell anyone he got wounded? I'm confused. The first person that he told that he had a bullet in his arm apparently was the medical staff. The second person that documented was the park ranger who he told more details saying he shot himself in the park. So what they're trying to clean up after this here, Brother Coastie, to clean it up, what they did, they said that he got the Purple Heart partly because of a IED explosion, an explosive roadside device, right? And they say, what else? They show the paperwork. They won't show the paperwork on what justified him getting the Purple Heart. I bet you that gunshot wound in there. And he went and got the gunshot later to match the Purple Heart, in my opinion. Coastie, it wasn't a mission. It was a training accident. Lord have mercy. That's right. That's right. Now, let me pull this up, share the screen. Okay, family, what we're going to do here, with the news tonight. The VA High Program thanks Brother Charleston for sharing this information. And this is a brochure. Oh boy, let me get that out the way. Oh boy, that don't come up. Now, here it is, and say all deserve to feel safe and respected. And that's why I say we need to have spaces where veterans can feel safe. Here's the number right here. And it's dealing with sexual assault and harassment are never acceptable. And these numbers you can call. So I want you to think, and it talks about harassment, sexual assault, sexual harassment, and all the different areas. So here's the thing. You need to go because this can help you with your benefits. I know it may be painful, but if you've experienced any of these things, even the harassment, you got to make sure. And thank you, Brother Charleston. Go to va.gov, stop harassment for the brochure. Okay, fam? So thank you on that one. Brother Charleston. Now let's see. I'm gonna try to get one for everybody. And the next one we do is probably just gonna be news. We're gonna go over all the news. I've been meaning to do that. Let me see here. We got our sister. Give me a second. So this is from our sister. Our sister Alaska Night. She sent some information, and this is a video where she's saying, and you can go look at it, where they're talking about
hey, this is Chris.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, Chris. I didn't mean to do that. Good Lord. I didn't mean to do that. God darn, it won't go away either. No, I wasn't trying to put it up. Oh, and it's just gonna keep him there. Veterans on Medicare, stop, blowing away $185 a month. Go look at that on this website. Lord, it won't let me go back. I'm gonna have to cancel that out. This thing aggressive with stuff. Let me pull it up this time. Hopefully it won't do that garbage again. Oh, this joker got it where it automatically comes up. This kind of annoying. Yeah. Nah, I ain't doing all that now. That's getting annoying. But you can go over there, veterans giving away their stuff. They got it where you can't even make the screen full. When you make it full, you just start talking. Now, here we go. But thank you, Sister Alaska Nights, for the information. She also, let me see here, what to expect on a lower back evaluation. Family, we're going to, this the Dr. Marshall. What I like is they have a lot of doctors, so I'll just pull it up here. Let me pull it up here. All right. Oh boy, they just keep pulling it up. I want to see it here with Dr. Marsh. All right, here we go. That don't do it. They made it difficult now. They gonna make you watch the videos. I don't want to watch the videos, so I'm gonna stop sharing. Fam, I'm gonna have to have them preset because now they're doing it where anything you click, they make it start, and I don't want to do that. I just want to show what it was about. And family, we're gonna call it quits there tonight. We'll go through it. We're gonna start with Betty Bob's information next time. And she has a lot of things she sent us, and then we're gonna go through everybody else's, but I'm already having pulled up. Now listen, Betty Bob said, Charleston, you are saying Tiny Tim imaginary Purple Heart. Should that Purple Heart be taken away from him? And then Charleston say shipmate Betty Bob's Navy should take the Purple Heart back. Who think he should lose that Purple Heart? Huh? Put a heart in the emoji and put take back. If you think they should take it back, let us know. If they should take back Tim Sheehy's Purple Heart. Let us know. Family, guess what I found? I'm going to surprise you. We're about to close out in a little bit here. Who think they should take it back or let him keep it? Take it back or let him keep it. Either, I don't know. I don't have enough information. Can you take it back because he's lying about the situation? Can you take it back if you don't have no full proof? Betty Bob say take it back. What y'all say? Look when I went on Google what I found. What do y'all see up there on Google, family? Do y'all notice anything? This is a screenshot from Google up here. And I was searching up this guy, Tim Sheehy's Purple Heart. And look what came up. Do you see what came up? Now, JR would say, take it back like it was a Heisman. Oh, Lord. No, OJ, no, OJ, no. Charleston say, take back. Wow. Y'all not playing. Fam, we ain't. Have y'all noticed something up there? They got my videos up here. Look at that. That's mine before I change the thumbnail. When you click on it, I don't know how I get on there because they ain't paying me for no advertisement. Man, they got me all on. But I guess that's a good thing. We're getting the message out, right? I'm on Google, not just YouTube. And I just happen to find myself. What y'all think of that? I don't know how I made Google. How did I make Google, family? I just searched this up today. I say, what? Okay, not here, but you need proof to get it right. So he had time to heal. How would they prove that the wound was fresh or not? He said, H-Town, congratulations. I didn't do anything. They just put my stuff up there. Is that a good thing or something? I just searched up this man's name and my video down there came up before I changed the thumbnail, stolen valor, whatever, and then the truth or lies, it came up. So I guess the word, and I better be quiet. I don't know if you have to pay for advertising. Now listen, like making the telephone book in the old days. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. I just wonder what that was, family. Thank y'all. I was like, I want y'all to help me make hair out of it. We're going to keep it moving. Oh, there go the video that's on there. And little Timmy, do you think that I'm being too harsh? I'm calling him Combat Timmy, and y'all calling him Little Timmy. Do you think we're being too hard on it? Do you think anything he says is true? Is he saying anything that's truthful? Can you lose your Purple Heart for being a liar if they can't specifically prove that you lied? Because you keep changing your story. Okay, about our channel, family, we are here to be informative, interactive, respectful, protective, transparent, and troll-free. H-Town, expect a call. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, I don't want no call, man. Oh, Lord. You sound like my daughter. I don't want to talk to nobody. Now, listen. Our live streams on Sunday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Family, and we're gonna go over news this weekend. I promise you that. I don't got nothing unless something breaking happens. And so all the emails that y'all sent, I'm gonna set them up where we can look at the different things. And as I said, my friend Sergeant Major H, he made 100%. I believe it's permanent total. So congratulations, shout out to you, my brother, and I appreciate you. I shared this with him, so hopefully he'll get to see it. Now, he might be watching it now. Jay Oliver. Jay Oliver say he made $174,000. He can handle the pressure. Wow. $174,000 as a country. Don't worry, H-Town. We will back you. Now, that's what I want to say about y'all, if I can say that. That this channel is so important because the way we support each other, the way y'all support me. And this is a unique experience because we were able to do something. And I want to say this to y'all. Oh, y'all start coming back in. This is our contact information. You like to contact or donate. And thank Farm Girl Rebel for a $104 donation. I don't think she liked me saying it, but I got to say it because I appreciate you. And all y'all donated. And your time and everything. Now listen, in the conversation, y'all say y'all have my back. And I know this to be true because it's tried and true. When I started out the channel, okay, let me come up. We're in the after party, join the conversation. We're right at the end. When I started the channel, I knew that we're going to be trolls. Trolls do the 4 T's. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to tell y'all what the 4 T's are. All right, I wrote. The first thing trolls come in, most of them, unless they just silly, the first thing they do is tiptoe in. They come in acting nice. Hi, everybody. Hey, what's going on? They tiptoe. Huh? Most of them. A few come in aggressive. First thing trolls do is they come in, they tiptoe. They make sure they don't offend nobody. They nice. How you doing? I had a rough time in the military. I had a rough time, a rough childhood. Please sympathize with me because I got to get close enough to tear y'all up. They learn our personalities and they start being chameleons and acting like us. Now listen to say, Brother Charles say, can't talk for rest of the family, but I trust rest of the family. I trust y'all. We are family and it's a unique situation here. Y'all reliable. And you know this is an impromptu live stream. Y'all are committed. I'm being honest with you. I kind of know, but I can't speak for you. Why are y'all so committed to the channel? Y'all don't have to come, you don't want to, but you come, and even when you can't make it, Alaska Nice be donating money. She's kind of moving around traveling right now, doing things with her life and her family. And y'all still give us information. Why are you committed? And y'all real. First thing they do is tiptoe. The second thing is they pivot or twist. The second T is twist. Then they switch up. Well, like we'll start out with Mr. Expert. Mr. Expert came in. He was helping people, tiptoed in, being nice. Because H-Town got honor. Why everybody be saying this here? I don't understand why y'all say I got honor. And I remember Raider HQ said I'm authentic. Let me ask you this here. I believe myself to be that, but how can you tell with so many fake people on the earth? That's what concerns me, that you got some people, they trick me, Brother Charleston. Like I say, come in tiptoeing, they nice. Then they twist, start saying, well, is that really right? Is that really the right thing to do? Hold on, you just agreed with me a week ago. Now you said you trying to cause dissension. Won't you state your opinion? Just be straight out. We don't mind disagreement. Then the next thing they start trolling. And they troll in different ways. Some people troll by being disruptive. Some people troll by drawing attention to themselves. I'm the victim over here. So if you say something, you're the big bad person, right? Then they just tap out. And most time they tap out, they just start clowning. Like Mr. Expert start putting all kind of laughing emojis and stuff when I was saying explain yourself. And then Veteran Policy Slug, he come up, yeah, I want to thank you and him, insulting when I say don't mention that person's name. And he crashed out. Then other ones crash out by just running away, and then they stay away for a while, then they come back and they think it's all right. No, you're insulting, I'm gonna block you. If you don't make it right, when I mention your name saying why you doing something, you need to get it right. You don't get it right, I ain't gonna say nothing that night. If you don't come back, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you come back, that's when I'm gonna deal with it, especially when I said it about 10, 15 times. Nobody in here is confused why they get blocked. They come in it. They know. Cause H-Town got honor. Now, when you're dealing with so many people talking about it, what's your definition of honor? Why do you feel positive about the people in the chat here? Why do y'all feel like y'all have this camaraderie? What have we created here? Have we created something that other people, tell me what's going on here. What have we done? My goal was to have a place where you can express yourself, because I have to be honest with you. It ain't just me. Did you listen? It ain't just me. Hold on, did I miss something? Hold on, I must have missed something. Won't worry, Tom. We got you back. We got 12 likes and 12 watching. Make sure I missed nothing. H-Town, the rest of the family, but y'all trust. Okay, y'all there. Now, okay, now family, what's important, especially we going 2026, we got to keep it going. We got to make sure we own it. What are we doing that when people come in, new people come in the room, what type of structure have we set? What type of atmosphere have we set that'll make it where we can keep things from being derailed? Do you think, let me ask your opinion, do you think trolls have a chance now? Do you think trolls can be as disruptive as they were in the past? Now listen listen to this brother say, real people who got honor get back to 1775. Come on now. Talking about that doggone. Whoo. Talking about the independence, American independence, baby. You know what's up. Now, we're going to keep this thing going. I thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all for supporting us. I thank y'all for showing that respect and love. Thank you, Brother Charleston. And family, we're going to keep it short. Y'all stand in there, and I appreciate it. Anything else y'all got to say about anything that's on your mind or about what we're talking about? Because we're not, hold on, let me ask you this here. We got a connection and we honor each other here. How have we kept from becoming a clique? We do let people and we welcome people in. How do we do it in a way that we didn't close other people out? What is it, family? What do we got here as a unit? Tell me about it. That when people come in, y'all welcome them. Come on now. Any questions, comments, concerns? And let us know how that weather is where you at. And what is that? What is the temperature where you at? And while y'all doing that, let's say our goodbyes, family. Thank you, Charleston, for that powerful information and always being there for us. Thank you for keeping us updated, Betty Bobs, with the information you send through email and for keeping us on our how many people likes and watching and being so interactive in the chat. I don't know how you can do so many things at one time. And then, Brother Jay Oliver, thank you, brother. Thank you. Coming with that real talk. Posted, nothing but respect. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Costa. He was the first in tonight. All right. Then Charleston say it's how many degrees? 25 degrees cloudy. Wind stopped in Pennsylvania. Wow. Okay. Then we had Bionic Woman come in, family. See, the family's still here. We love them. Thank you, Bionic Woman, for welcoming people and greeting everybody. Family, we gonna do this thing. What Blue it? I saw Blue in here. Blue 50 in here. Thank you. Because I must have missed it. Now let's see what y'all got. Blue 50, I'm sorry I wasn't favorite fine chat, but thank you for showing up. And then Betty Bob says 25 degrees and going down to 24 degrees, wind blowing. Yeah, it's wind here last night. I don't know what's going to be tonight. Let me see what that weather look like. It's 45 degrees right now, and it's going to go down to 38 degrees. Warmer tomorrow. It's going to get up to 65, though. Yes, indeed, family. Coasty say 23 feels like 11 wind. Woo, coming right through you. Right through. You better stay off that water, Coasty. Stay off that water, Coasty. Family, thank y'all for being so much of a blessing. We went over that. And I hope we're sending the proper message. We're not trying to beat up on people, but we want to hold you to the standard that you so-called trying to hold us to. You can't lean mud without getting some on yourself. You need to make sure your stuff in order. All these people coming after us, we've given them the business, haven't we? Haven't we given them the business? Jay Oliver say, I see these idiots are targets of opportunity when they attack us with glass houses. Tim Timbuktu. Tiny Timbuktu. Oh Lord. Tiny Timbuktu. Now look at we went after. We gotten straight. We done it on Tiny Tim or Tiny Timbuktu. I like that. AKA Combat Timmy. We done it on Gade. We've done it on what's that one? Dakota Meyer. We did it on who else have we done one on? We said some things about the Congress, the Senator Tuberville. We stay on this hill. Now, Charlton say shipmate Betty, whirlwinds coming from Washington, D.C. Now, remember on Sunday, let us know if you have any questions, benefits, information, anything you want to talk about. Come bring that, and we're going to kick it off on that after party and see what y'all want to talk about. If y'all want to just talk, we'll talk. So, family, I want to thank y'all. If y'all don't have any more words, I want to thank you. And hopefully we address the issue tonight. And go back to my video, not just the live. I clipped off the video that we had with HQ Raider. And I'm going to tell you something, that I appreciate what he did. And, you know, I didn't tell him I was going to do what I did. I told people, go check his channel out if there's something, you know, like to do. And he shouted me out and told him to come over to my channel. Now, I don't know him from Adam other than on the channel and what I see, the information he put out. And I appreciate that. We as veterans have to make sure we working together, supporting each other and embracing each other. The man got by almost 10,000 subscribers. He's about 500 from there, close to it. Hopefully he can get that. And he took our time to come over here. And I'm like, man, and they got me all on the family. If you don't know it, I'm all on Google now. I better monetize this channel, huh? Shipmates say, Charles say shipmate Better Bob's winds coming from Washington, D.C. Better Bob's H-Town. We are When are we meeting again? We're not going to meet again until Sunday. Is that all right, y'all? We're not meeting again until, would that be the 4th? Wow, that seems like a long time from now. Man, that seems like, yeah, the 4th of January. Okay, thank you for asking me that. So family, y'all been so incredible. So incredible, and we thank you for being that way. And we want you to have a nice night, family. We'll see y'all on Sunday. And family, thank y'all for being so kind. And make sure y'all had nothing to say. And thank you we answered the question, distinguished service or stolen valor when it comes to Tim Sheehy, or I know I mispronounce his name sometime, Tiny Tim, Combat Timmy. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around ours, sir. And good night.